Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. I'm your Game Master Darius. I've done a little bit of off-screening simply because I think I drive myself wild more than anything about the start, stop that was going to happen because of it. First off, I did a little bit of a random encounter manipulation things. Learned self-destruct from the bombs. They kind of sucked. These guys are weird. That's about it. I stole the Warhammer from the Bio Soldier. I'm not sure exactly why I did, because here's a fun fact. Apparently hammers cannot be used by the white mages in this game. Like, you know, one of their staples in the past, like, what, 3 games that white mages were a thing? Yeah. A little perturbed by that, but alright. Only the Berserker can. Harvester, I went and quickly got the drop of the Death Sickle, which again, not many people can use axes. I need to grind Berserker. The Black Flame actually had a, what's the word I'm looking for? Blue magic that we had learned. Really quickly, I'll pop that over. Nope, that's Blackdar. He had taught us, yes, there's other ones, Dark Spark, which causes the target to lose half of its levels. What's that actually mean for the monsters? I don't know. I've only really seen it happen to the characters, and even then it doesn't feel like much has happened. Might just be a stat thing, I'm not sure. Things and stuff of not knowing things and stuff. Stone Golems, also up there with the Spark dudes. Got nothing from them. And then the prototypes. These are fun. Did I say fun? I mean a pain in the ass. They are basically immune to everything because their defense and magic defense are both 100. So the only way to really destroy them at this point seems to be casting control, getting control of them, and having them self-destruct. Which works pretty swimmingly, actually. Which is pretty neat. Don't think there's any other new ones I have encountered. Alright. While sailing across the sea, we'll see Sahagins. These guys are basically the sea's versions of the Goblin. Thunder enemies. As it says on the tin, they absorb thunder. They also hurt a lot. Sea Ibis. Low HP, but a really high evasion. So, use magic against these assholes. And Corbett's. I only encountered one of these things. Well, 2 of them in the same fight. They suck. Look at that HP count. That's essentially a boss right now. I have not yet stolen the trident off of it, which we will be needing eventually. And of course, Bibros from the start of the last episode. Pretty fun. From the prototype, we also learned 2 other magics. Well, could have learned 3, but we already learned self-destruct from the bomb. First off is the flamethrower. Engulfs one enemy in flames. Based on its MP, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do some fire damage options for the blue mage, which is pretty nice. The other one was missile. Quarters an enemy's HP. So, 3/4 of their HP, gone. Which is pretty goddamn handy. I think that's about it. I did a little bit of sailing off camera too to get to where you see the big X there at the bottom left. This is the town of Jakol. Welcome to Jakol. We who lives in this village are descended from the ancient Ronkans. Sounds like big deal, don't it? I will punch you, old man. And I need a rest because before I came here, very much had decided, hey, you know what? I need to get some of this other stuff. We're actually not going to be staying in here for too long. I mostly want to collect the piano. Because there's always a piano. Let me double check their other shops too. You have more green berets. I know I could probably steal some green berets, but eh. Get another ninja suit. Can't use the ninjas. Probably should buy 2 of the ninja sages surplus just in case I do go some sort of spellcasters again. Because I will want to max out white magic and black magic. 2 Corel swords, please. If I do equip these, I need to be careful because those thunder and enemies will just absorb the damage. 2 mage mashers. They can cause silence, which is neat. We'll grab 1 Ashura, why not? Full power from the back row. Common bow. It's fine, we already have a flame bow. Probably a couple of other bows that I forget. Any new magics? Cura, raise, confuse, silence. All good. Already got everything here. We're actually going to want to leave and come back here once I get what's in the pub. Because I get much better at that. Also, do a little dance. Come up and join us. And you on the other side of the screen. Fourth wall, what's that? One more time. Yeah, I love the silly shit like that. Caves have been pretty run through by now, so most of the treasure chests you see have already been looted. Wouldn't think there's much point in checking them out, but try it. Might have something to do with the ancients' traps. If you go all the way through the cave and climb the wall, it takes you outside. Neat. Wait patiently on the road where the skull switches and the truth will be revealed. I'll need to remember that. You kids need a foolhardy sense of adventure. Pah! Someone's grumpy. Item shops. I've actually been trying to make sure that I have plenty of tints, what with how painful everything can be. This pub is always full of adventurers trying to find treasure in the northern cave. Keep up north and further traps left by the ancients. Watch your step. We are going to be going into the northern cave at some point, but that some point is not right now. Double checking whether or not there's anyone I really want to keep as is or change their job. I think I'm going to change you back to Summoner. Nothing that I remember off the top of my head that requires learning. But we definitely want to optimize some equipment. Yeah, see? Sage of surplus. That was a good thing that I decided to do that. It's a little messed up to have the... Actually, wait. I'm going to try to grab one more dagger. For Lena. No, it is worse, apparently. I suppose it is a mithril dagger? Is that what she has equipped? No, main gauche. Which, due to the properties of the main gauche in real life, I suppose it would also increase one's defense. Anyways, give me a moment. I'm gonna head to the other place where I wanted to do stuff. Alright, that wasn't much of a trip. No, getting the last little bit of this leg over to here is gonna be a pain. Because these are a pain. Black flames are where I initially got the spell of which to do the lowering of levels. Alright. I think those things might be a little bit weak to thunder. Good. Ow. Ow. It seems like the stone flames are always packaged, I suppose, for lack of a better word, with the stone golems. At least in this area. Which is kind of a problem. But they have low enough magic, I guess, weakness to some of the good stuff. Okay. This is iStory. I don't mind life at a slower pace, that's why I'm a shepherd. 1 second, my dog is doing some silly shit. Don't you love when your dogs are starting to get so old that they don't even move to go poop? Anyways. Anything important in the item shop that we need? Not really. I kind of spent a lot of money on the, Oh, I thought there was going to be more to this than just whatever the hell this was. That's fine. I don't want to go to the end because I took a little bit of a beating. Fun fact, apparently this is one of those names that got mistranslated a whole lot of times. It was supposed to be called the Easterly Village or something like that. And it ends up being iStory. I don't know which one is supposed to be the more correct one, but the one that I'm playing says iStory. Have you seen that huge waterfall east of here? That's iStory Falls. Pretty impressive, huh? Still, every time I see those millions of gallons of water, I kinda feel this urge. He needs to go pee. Got some new magics. What we got? 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 We got gravity. Gravity is pretty good, though. Did we already have gravity? I could have sworn I already had gravity. Don't think we did. Anyways, it halves the target's HP, which is neat. Last quake completely blocked the road to the falls. That sucks. Armor shop. Ooh. Oh, God. So expensive. So, these will allow us to, I'm assuming, absorb fire and water abilities and spells, while the Angel Ring prevents aging and zombification. Aging is a weird stat. I believe it reduces one's HP steadily, while also reducing the character stats. I'll tell you about rings. Flame absorbs fire and protects against frost, but are weak against water. Our coral rings absorb water and protect against flames, but weak against lightning. Angel rings protect against aging and zombification. Alright, I'll tell you about the ultimate accessory, the ribbon. Prevents most status ailments. So informative. Can't believe there are still frogs sleeping on when it's this warm out. Strange, it tells you. Come on, you can't have a ring of flowers up here and not have something. Oh, there's a bard. You can tell it's a bard because they have a headband and a goddamn feather. And they're trying to be Johnny Silverhand. Some monster's dressed like an old fella who's wandering the eastern woods. Stay sharp or he'll zap you with a bolt of lightning. Or we'll get to them. Better stay away from that sheep in the left corner of the pen, or he'll kick you. He's got a real bad attitude. You mean that one? That one over here? Poke, poke, poke. Oh, you are travelers trying to protect the crystal? Yes. In that case, let this song aid you on your noble quest. Romeo's ballad is a song of love. It's soothing enough to move the hearts of any who hear it, even monsters. So yes, he did just teach us a song. Stops all enemies for a moment. If I remember correctly, bard songs, although there's not many of them in general, as long as you have their bard continuing to do the song, then they will just continue to do the song. There's treasure hidden behind the waterfall. At least that's what my dear old great-great-grandmother told me. And what every adventurer is told at the end of days. Now, I could have sworn I was supposed to get a couple of things from here. Okay. This, I'm not sure how one is supposed to have learned how. Maybe this guy was supposed to be the clue. But basically, head over to the northeastern side. Northeast. This girl just tells us about the sheep that helped us get over there. Old woods. Do they mean you? Nope. I've been lied to? I think I've been lied to. Unless they mean this gal. Took a spin around the flower bed and found something good. Okay, that's supposed to be the hint. As such as it is. Right, there you go. The frog dropped a spell, Toad. I don't know why a frog is dropping a spell, Toad, but I digress. Is that time magic? No. Black? Yes. Reflects Toad on target or restores the stat. You know, I don't think I've ever had the Toad. No, I instantaneously died. Garula. I was about to say, no monster is affected by the Toad status that I know of. Anyways, we're saving because... also double checking stuff because we want to find this old man that the people were talking about. Across the bridge? No? Yeah. Ramuh. Ramuh, depending on how the hell you want to pronounce it. He does not have anything, so go ahead and murder. All his stuff is just lightning spells of varying varieties. Oh, I should have equipped it, a flash prevention on Oozabadooz. Oh right, the coral sword! The thing that does lightning damage. Whoops. I guess it kind of doesn't matter what row Ferris is in right now. I'll move her up so that her dagger can actually do more damage. Alright, let's swap this thing out before I do something stupid again. Like, I don't know. Cast it. I should be able to... I think Mithril Sword is the only sword that I really have besides another Coral Sword. I think Mithril should be the most powerful. Now we're able to attack him. Not for as much, but hey. Damage is damage is damage. Electrocute! Ow! I think that was supposed to be the retranslation of lightning. Yeah, let's heal. Regular old Cura. Nope, that is a different spell. Okay. I've not been given the whole truth. The night dude. Like a dude's a jerk or something. You gotta love when a spell doesn't have your goddamn fighter warrior dudes, knights, stuff, and damage. And when I'm kind of really no, there's a flash. One cure on you. Where's the eye drops? Do I have eye drops? Are eye drops even a thing? Yes. I just bypassed him several hundred times. Black magic. Ifrit? What are you doing here? Lord Ramuh. I see you have become even more powerful. If you would lend that strength to us. Ifrit, no need to say more. You and I have never been enemies. And that is the Ramuh summon. Oh, right. You probably can't cast it because... You know what helps? we got him as an item. So we had to... Yeah, we had to learn how to use him before we could actually see that, yes, we can use Ramuh. I think he's supposed to be as powerful. I don't know how some of these spells summons are supposed to work in the first place. Alright. That wasn't too much of a chore. And now, I actually need to return to Jakul, because there's more stuff over there to be done. Remember that cave? That cave. The cave. It's gonna be a nasty place. Welcome to Jakul Cave. A place that honestly terrifies me just a smidgen. I would love to be able to change your command to control. But I think I'm going to have to settle with changing your job to where are you? Not Beastmaster. Beastmaster might work. There we are, Geomancer. And then we will have you on white. Give that. Nope. This place has two types of wonderful creatures. One is you have these little nutkin guys. They're pretty neat, they're cute, they're adorable, they're easy to kill and barely worth anything. Except a little bit of APB. ABP? ABP. Oh boy. Still, 2 ABP, considering how much these guys are worth, is not bad. More AP, more free APP. Switch inside the chest. Flip it. Yes. Because as inside is our prize somewhere. I wonder how rare the other encounter in here is going to be. Oh yeah, that animation is the Mage Masher coming into effect. It is actually mutant. These little guys. Oh, there's one chest. More Nutkin. This might actually be one of the better places to do the grinding because every encounter is these Nutkins, which is only 2 ABP. Well, only 2. As the shuriken, we can use that to throw. Back attack of the Nutkins, oh no! Incisor kind of sucks, I think, because it is a poisonous attack. If it hits, yeah, screw it. I think there's something about these caves where it does the fire spell thing. It's a little weird. And now, Ferris Nose Throw. So now we can actually have that on someone else. Oh hey! It's the terror from my nightmares. This is a Skull Eater. They're quite aptly named. Well, that's a problem. Running now. So what's so bad about the Skull Eaters? They're named out for a reason. They're basically immortal, and I think the only ways that you can end up murdering them is by using control, Gaia, or one other thing. Throw. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be able to throw to get through their defenses. But there you go. You now know why they're called Skull Eaters. What am I supposed to be able to throw? Oh, wait. Got a bunch of lightning scrolls. Well, that worked. 5 ABP. You know, that works pretty freaking well. I mean, crying shame about Galuf being dead during that time. But, kindly help him up. Thank you. Okay. Cool. So I really don't need throw, but, you know, it's certainly helpful. I don't know why control didn't work in that, or not control, but the, Gaia didn't work. And then we are here for this chest, mostly. Now what it is that the Nutkin, or the Skull Eater has, I don't remember. Or slash, I don't know. Like, stealable wise, but we did murder one, so. That is the Blitz Whip. I was thinking Beastmaster, not Geomancer. Why I'm giving her the eclectic shit, I don't know. We're gonna put weight back on you. But yeah, she gets the Blitz Whip. Whip infused with the power of lightning. And actually does significant amount of damage. It's like, what, 8 points more damage than the main gauche? Oh, one moment, folks. Roommate asking for roommate favorite things. Printing stuff this time. Anyways. Now that I know how to slay these creatures, I have a little bit less afraid of them. I love anything that makes me want to go out and hunt some more of those thundering enemies anyways. I mean, come on. I'm going to want to slay more than just, 24 of them. I know I can purchase the scrolls somewhere. I don't know where, though. Okay. And now, we're in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really had to show this time around. Quite a bit, and I'm glad that I finally got through that cave, because now I can do other things, like grind the ever-loving crap out of everything. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. When we return, we're going to continue with the story. I swear. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.